Hey everyone, it's Greg Narayan. Thanks so much for stopping by this tutorial today where we're going to learn how to use a custom CSS plugin within WordPress to make some minor changes on the design of your WordPress blog or website. I personally really like custom CSS for making design changes when I'm building a website for a client, mainly because you can reverse the changes easily. You don't need to actually hack up or delete parts of your WordPress theme. Now, custom CSS isn't the only way of changing the way your website or blog looks. You might have an appearance section with built-in settings areas and stuff like that. However, it is a really good method. It's what web developers use, and it's going to make you more powerful in terms of just changing little elements on your WordPress site. We're going to do this on Vantage, the Vantage theme, which is one of the most popular themes on WordPress right now. So as a bonus, you'll get to see Vantage behind the scenes a little bit. Alright, what I'm going to change is actually the header. I think there's a little bit too much white space above and below my custom logo that I made. So let's look at how to use custom CSS to change that. And CSS, for those total noobs out there, just stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Alright, so the first step is going to be to install a plugin. Now, some themes might have a customize area, and customize is really cool. It can take a while to load sometimes, but it does let you see live changes around your site, so you can write in different elements and save them, and you'll see the preview right here on the right. I'm not sure if your customize section would have custom CSS. It looks like mine doesn't, or it's hard to find right now, so we're just going to install one of the plugins I like for custom CSS. So we can just go to plugins, add new, and then we're going to do search for Theme Junkies custom CSS. This probably isn't the only CSS customizer, but it's got a lot of downloads, and I can personally say I've used it and it's really snappy. So let's install the Theme Junkie custom CSS plugin and activate it. And we can go to our site. Alright, so nothing changed yet. We actually have to go in and make the edits within custom CSS. And that will be done in Appearance, and we now get this custom CSS edition. So our control panel and our dashboard are a little more robust. It's just a blank white file to start, a white page, kind of like a text file, but if you start writing, you'll see that different colors appear, which is going to be helpful in a second. Alright, so the best way to use custom CSS is to find the CSS that's actually telling our website to look how it does. To find that CSS, we've got to hit Inspect Element. This might be a little different if you're not using Chrome. I do recommend Chrome for WordPress web design. It's just the most robust. It has the most built-in tools. So this all looks like a lot of code pasta, and it's kind of a mess, but we can still figure out exactly what we're doing. To understand what parts of the CSS we want for our custom editor, just focus on what parts are highlighted as we click around. So like I said, I want the logo, and I want to open up this highlighted area using the arrows. Just click them and a section will open up, and then by doing that I can basically just isolate the logo. Alright, so there's the logo. I want to get rid of the white space around it, which we can see from putting my mouse right here is in green. Green, FYI, means padding, and red means margin in Chrome's Inspect Element. Padding and margin. So we want to get rid of that green space, which is the padding, and by highlighting this area I know that I'm on the right section on the left. Moving over to the right, I can find the padding by scrolling down a little bit. Alright, so now here we have this padding, which I'm going to uncheck and then check. You can make live changes on your site by using these arrows and checking and unchecking. However, this isn't how you make permanent changes, because doing this, you don't really know for sure what other people will be seeing. It might change the look on your end, but you're not going to know for sure that someone else will see the changes, and you want your site to look consistent all across the web. What we can do is, because we know that this is where the white space lives, this padding, and I want to get rid of the padding, I can just copy this text right here. See my mouse copying from header to that bracket right here. Might be a little tricky, so just try to copy it a few times, and eventually you will highlight it, and then you can copy that part. Once you've copied the CSS selector, as it's called, just pull it back over to your custom CSS editor, paste it in. So now we are zeroing in on this particular section with the white space, and I want to write our CSS. To do that, make sure to start with an open bracket, bring your mouse below the selector, and then just write what it is that you want to change. So I believe padding is 45 pixels, both top and bottom now, and I'm gonna use a little shorthand and make that 25 pixels top and bottom and 0 left and right. Alright, that's just the shorthand for padding, top, bottom, and right, left. The first number is top, bottom. And with that in place, I'm just gonna save. Now, assuming we've entered this text correctly, the changes will be reflected on the website. So I can close our inspect element and refresh the site. And now there's less white space above and below the header because we were able to change the padding CSS. That's of course just one little tiny part of the website that we could change using our new custom CSS plugin from Theme Junkie. Again, this is the recommended way to make small changes on your site that web developers and web designers will use in professional settings. I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial. If you're wondering which code to paste in here for any parts of your site, any sort of changes you want, just write me a comment below the video and I'll try to check out your theme and find the exact code and the exact CSS, and then over time I'm sure you'll get the hang of it and can just do this all on your own. Alright, thanks again. Have a good one.